252.
Welcome to another episode of Retronerds 252. I'm Frank G here along with my friends
RED
and Coolwater Kurt.
And today we're going to play whatever Coolwater Kurt has cooked up as the first official 252 game show. So before we get into that, let's hit the 252 news and reviews.
Okay, so first of all, our top story this week, something Trump, something North Korea, something nukes, something duck. And that's all I got to say about that.
Well said. Are we on the verge of World War III, Frank G? What do you think?
Well, we were talking about this. We used to, we lived through the 80s in which that was like the constant fear that they were, not just that we detected, but that was being pushed upon us from all directions. Not just, the news, but the movies, the TV, everything told you the Russians are going to kill you. Now we're not too concerned about the Russians. They're busy hacking things and doing whatever. But
Right.
Now the North Koreans are going to kill you. And so, well, back then we had who the hell was in charge of Russia before Gorbachev? See, I was little. I don't even remember.
Boris Yeltsin.
The guys back then, you had him and Reagan, both
Mendeleev.
intelligent gentlemen, whether you liked their politics or not. They were smart. They were shrewd. They knew how to speak to each other. They could communicate. Now we have two complete weirdos. This guy's nuts. This guy's nuts. They both think they're the greatest thing of all time. This is not a good battle. I don't know. I don't trust either one of those guys not to be an idiot.
The only thing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
good.
but I was the thing that we had back then was there was definitely an ignorance is bliss, because they could have been saying a lot of wild shit. We just didn't know about it.
That's true.
Now we live in an age where we know exactly what they're thinking right after they think it and say it. We know it. And that's probably not something good to have.
It's not good for the common man. And that's the dichotomy of the...
it's not good for the world. It's not good for America. It's not good for the internet.
The internet's good and bad. It's good because, hey, we get to see all these new things, meet new people, and experience new experiences. But at the same time, we get to do all those things in a negative way. And we get all the bad news all the time.
Yeah, but at the same time, now part of being the president is knowing your moment and what to say when and where you're at. Even if all these things existed, do you think Reagan would have been instantly on Twitter going, "Oh, fuck you, Gorbachev, you commie bastard"? It just wouldn't have happened.
I hope not. But again, we don't know. Thank God we don't.
Get over here and take this dick again, Nancy.
We know we don't.
Too Short just came into the room. Why don't you handle him? New images from The Last Jedi in Entertainment Weekly. We are trying our best to stay away from speaking about such things because we want to be entertained by the movie.
Did you see the pictures?
However, yes.
Are you concerned? Are you concerned about the pictures?
No, not at all.
Okay. See, I'm not. A lot of people are out there screaming, things like they used to scream in 1983. And I don't see it being that. I can see it could go that way, but just from what we've seen, I think it looks cool.
Yeah, I do too. And we wouldn't be doing our due diligence if we didn't at least talk about these exclusive images from Finn chilling with a new character who seems to be Asian and female. Thumbs up to that. Our favorite Wookiee seems to have found a new cute co-pilot with the death of Han Solo. Spoilers. And a couple of tiny dinosaurs and burkas. Look kind of weird. There's some red guards. They kind of look like the guards from the other thing, but they're dressed in all red. Really cool.
They look like they're from the Dark Crystal almost. The little.
That's what it looks like. They look like
it looks very Jim Henson. Yeah.
It definitely.
They also have a little cutesy thing that almost looks like inspired sort of by a Furby. It's like obviously the cute toy of the next Christmas.
I'm talking about. Yeah. They need something.
But people are like, "Oh, it's a stupid Ewok, cute bullshit Star Wars." It's like it's Star Wars. It's not supposed to be stabbing hardcore. But you got that one scene in Rogue One is as harsh as it's ever going to get. People,
Yeah,
I was listening to, I can't remember what it was right now. I wish I could, because I'd like to give it the credit. But they were talking about like the Ewoks and how they were sold as like the little plush toys and stuff like that. But
That's
if you really think about the movie, like the Ewoks, they debuted because they had everybody. They were gonna eat Han and them, and they were gonna eat them for dinner.
Yeah.
And then in the scene where they're playing the drums on the stormtrooper helmets, you got to realize. What did they do with the stormtrooper? Like, they were having a feast. You guys are eating stormtrooper. I hope you know that.
How do you like your stormtrooper?
Barbecue, huh?
It's pretty good. It needs salt.
In the comic, I think it was in the Shattered Empire thing, that actually somebody made a reference to that. Like, wait a minute, what is this stuff that we're eating? One of the other rebels that was there. So yeah, they've recognized that in canon now too. So like, oh, okay.
Awesome.
Well,
yeah, those Ewoks were ruthless little fucking bears. They weren't cute. I mean, they were, but
I'm saying,
they're still a bear. Damn it!
Right.
Ask Leo about how a bear treats you.
Exactly, hunter killers, man. They were trying to take things out to eat. So yeah.
I'm saying,
I wouldn't fuck with the Ewoks.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
So in other news, Taylor Swift's ass-grabbing court case is going on right now. She's suing the ass grabber who is counter-suing her. But enough about that. There's real stuff going out there, people.
Did you look at that
total
case?
Eclipse.
That's not enough of that. Did you look at that case at all? It started out being like, okay, yeah. Not did you look at her ass? I'm not even sure she has an ass.
Nah.
It's like two sticks going directly into her back. But
Yeah,
I
here's
understand.
the thing is, like, first, her story, if you see the picture, it's like one of those press photo things, and the dude, it clearly has his hand back there, and it's probably touching her ass, like, but she's wearing a dress.
Right. Yes.
No. And she said, he touched my ass, and that was like through my
Bare
dress.
ass.
Then it was, he touched my ass, but he stuck his hand under my skirt. Now it's, he grabbed a hold of my bare ass. Well, what the, how does that work? And how come in the picture your skirt hemline is completely where it belongs, and it's not lifted up even a little tiny bit from this grown man's arm being up under it? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
He has long fingers. He has long fingers.
Yeah, right. It's E.T. and instead of
E.T. I'm tickling her culo right now. Nobody knows. Well, like I said,
I don't know. I think that her story keeps getting worse and worse. This story keeps getting worse all the time.
He's suing for damages too.
She's suing for $1. No, her lawsuit is for $1 because she wants to prove the point. Is what it is. She wants him to never grab anybody's ass again. And I'm like, well, okay, I can understand all that, but it's pretty crazy.
For a point. All right.
Well, after legal fees and everything, I mean, really, how much is she gonna get?
Yeah. She doesn't care about the money. She just wants to make sure this man never fucking works again, is what it is. And if he did that, then okay, I guess that's cool. But I don't think he did what she's saying at the moment. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh no, I think he did that shit.
I was there, and I said, no, I'm kidding.
I think he grabbed her ass, but I think he grabbed her ass at most, under her thing. I don't even think it was there. I think he just squeezed her ass, cheek, panties, and all. That's if we're being descriptive. He's grabbed a handful. I don't know. And since there's not much there to grab a handful of, if it went too far, it would have been pretty easy.
Yeah.
But it's
if you did that exact same grab to, like, Nicki Minaj, she wouldn't even know your hand was on her ass. She's just like, what was that? No big deal.
Did a fly land on my ass?
That reminds me of an old Bill Cosby joke, but I'm not going to talk about that. So there's real stuff going on out there, like a total eclipse of the sun on August 21st by the moon. Not TS moons, our moon. We will actually get to see Mercury during this time in the sky, but here's a tip. Don't look directly at the sun.
Yeah, I think that's sound advice right there.
I don't know why. I just remember when we were kids, they always said if we went out to go see the eclipse, we had to have that box with the little pinhole in it. And we'd
yeah.
have to look up.
Or the hole in either that one or the hole in a piece of paper, and you hold a piece of paper out and then you'll see.
Oh wait, I always had a box. You could just do it with a piece of paper?
Yeah.
I had to make a whole thing.
Yeah, you could just put a pinhole in a piece of paper and you can see the eclipse.
But I remember going like this and looking directly up at it, and nothing's happened. I'm good.
You're blind today, but due to unrelated stuff, I'm sure. Well, that said, Ralphie D recommends you Netflix and chill with friends from college. And I don't mean your friends from your college, but the Keegan-Michael Key and Kobe Smulders 8-episode series that takes a look at a small group of friends.
You like Kobe Smulders?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, do you think she's funny? I know she's been in the comedies, but I don't know.
Yeah. How I Met Your Mother?
Funny. Yeah.
It was all right.
I mean, it depends on who's writing the script. If she's written to be that character, she was that character.
Agent, and she was funny in this show. She's funny in the show.
Yeah,
and
like
she's
the
funny
show.
as Agent. What's her name? Agent what? Agent Orange.
I think Agent Maria Hill.
Maria Hill. There you go, Agent Hill. But this small group of friends, they get into funny situations, mostly dictated by their Harvard friendship, where it all began. They're 40-year-old adults now. Some don't act like it. The show is well acted. There's a lot of funny situations, and it's good to see Fred Savage doing his thing. And
is he actually in it and not just working on it? Yeah, you see
no,
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage is in the show.
Big modern dorky self.
Gay character.
Yeah, well, he has free time now since his show got canceled. What was it, Grandfathered? Him and Stamos.
Yeah,
I think that show.
I kept meaning to watch that too.
Yeah,
he had a few.
It was like, hey, yeah, it's like what the premise of the show is like. What if you had a dad that was a grandfather, but he was still attractive, good looking, and can get young chicks, and you look like Fred Savage,
and your
dad looks like Stamos. Yeah,
it sounds like an awesome life.
Sound like a one-trick pony. But that's all the news I got.
And that's all the reviews I got.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and debut the first ever 252 trivia game. This game is going to consist of 3 rounds of fierce competition between Frankie G and RED.
Yes.
Now, in round number 1, I'm going to ask you guys 8 questions. On those 8 questions, you're going to write your answers down on your whiteboards. At the end of the 20-second time limit, after each question I ask, you will go ahead and show your answer as well as say it. Okay?
All right. What if we don't show it in time? It's automatically.
Oh, no, it's 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds to think about it. I'll let you know. Round number 1. We're going to start with the first category is classic cartoons.
All right.
First question. What is the name of He-Man's alter ego?
All right.
Okay, Frank, go ahead.
Prince Adam? Prince Adam.
And
Ralphie says Maracabra.
And Ralphie also has Prince Adam. You are correct. Both of you guys are correct.
Yeah.
1 point. Ready. Question number 2.
Yes.
Question number 2. Category is TV. This is current TV, things that are from 2000 to current day. Okay. This James Spader-led sci-fi led to TV shows and 3 spin-offs. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ralphie?
Stargate.
That is correct. Frank?
There you go. I got nothing. It is blank.
Nothing?
Nope. What did James Spader have to do with Stargate? Was he in that movie or something?
He was in Stargate the movie, yes.
Never saw it.
All right. Yeah, me either.
Question number 3. The category is action adventure.
Yeah, I love both of those things.
Indiana Jones was named after what?
Oh.
3, 2, 1. It's okay. And Frank, you can start this one.
I said the dog.
The dog. That is correct. Ralphie?
As did I.
The dog. Very
Dueling
good.
Connerys. Indiana was the dog's name.
That was almost Picard. How about they should have done a movie with Picard and Sean Connery together. It would have been one of the most difficult yet interesting things to listen to ever.
Picarnery.
Ready. Question number 4. The category is comedy.
Yeah.
What high dive comedy gave us the Triple Lindy?
Ooh.
I was just telling my child about that 2 days ago.
There are so many people who know this but don't know the name. They all say the same thing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Frank already has Back to School.
Yep.
My neck and my back to school.
Back to School. Harp is on the board. 4, 2, 3. It's a close match.
What do people usually say that is? How do they? What do they think
That one Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Oh, okay. You know the one.
You know the one, the Rodney Dangerfield movie.
There we go.
Okay, the next category is drama. Drama.
Yeah.
What branch of the military was Tom Cruise's character in A Few Good Men? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ralphie?
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Frank also has Navy.
Yeah.
Very good.
As he was in Top Gun. So I was thinking Top Gun when you started to ask that question.
Make a wonderful bean as well.
In the real world, I think he's too short for the Navy.
I think he's just the right height.
I think
gotta get the shoes.
I was a little
The
worried
too
about
short
this.
should have the Navy. He would be a good. They should put him in charge of it. I mean, Trump likes to put weird people in charge of things. Let Too Short run the Navy for a year.
That's what we're saying.
Currently, the score is 5-4. Ralphie right now is pitching a shutout. Hasn't missed one yet. But here we go. Question number 6. The category is Star Wars. Now, this includes all things Star Wars, movies, TV shows, literations, comic books, and whatnot.
Not the prequels, though.
It includes the prequels. It includes everything.
Damn.
Okay. So, in the category of Star Wars, in the Star Wars expanded universe, Han and Leia have 3 children. Name one of them. Oops. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, I got my 3.
Okay.
I got Jason, Jaina, and Anakin.
Jason, Jaina, and Anakin is correct, and Ralphie has Adam Driver. That is
incorrect. That's one, yeah.
Wait, it was the kid.
It is 5-5, but this is number 6. Question number 6.
Yes.
And the category is Marvel. The category is Marvel.
Yes.
And again, this includes, thank you. This includes everything in the Marvel universe, Marvel television, comic books.
Expanded
everything.
All right, let's do this.
Aaron Ashmore played Jimmy Olsen on the CW's Smallville. His identical twin brother, Sean Ashmore, played who in the cinematic X-Men movies? 3, 2, and 1. Frank?
I didn't know he had a twin, but Iceman.
That is correct.
I meant to put.
And you put Pyro.
I knew it was one of them.
Frank takes the lead.
Dang it. I meant to write Iceman. I wrote Pyro.
And question. We are going to go with DC. Again, this includes all things DC, DC movies, the DCEU, comic books, TV, etc.
Let's do it.
Annette O'Toole played Martha Kent on the CW Smallville for several years, but who did she play in the 1983 motion picture Superman 3? Frank is already writing. He feels like he already knows this. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Lana Lang.
Lana Lang is correct. Frank.
That it is. Ta-da.
Lana Lang.
Exciting.
No, that says LL Cool J.
That too. Lana Lang was LL Cool J. It was just in one of those parallel DC universes.
Parallel L Cool J.
Okay. And that is the end of round number one. Round number one, Frank had a slow start, but he ends up taking the lead with the score of 7-6.
Oof.
252.
Adonis, pull yourself together.